So I just got done reading the first chapter of The Promised Neverland, and I know before anybody says it, I'm very, very late. I know, but better late than never, right? The Promised Neverland, though, it's a series lately that's been receiving a lot of buzz, a lot of hype around it, and that doesn't come as a surprise to me, honestly, knowing that it is a Shonen Jump title. Shonen Jump did pick it up, and it seems like they are going to continue with it. A lot of my close friends are telling me to read this, just check out the first chapter, see if I like it, and go on with it, catch up, and just follow it weekly if you so desire. And I must say, after reading this first chapter, I'm definitely going to be catching up, and it's good that I did this now because there's only 14 chapters out. It's not going to take me that long to catch up, and hopefully I'll be able to cover it weekly on my channel. I've never dedicated myself to covering a manga weekly on my channel, and hopefully The Promised Neverland will be that for my channel. We'll see, though. This first chapter, though, I love how it came across. I love how it pretty much told you what it's going to be just in the first chapter alone. That's big for me. I read this, it was 50 something pages, and as I was reading, I was like, damn, I already know like what this is going to be. Obviously, I don't know the exact events that are going to play out, but I can kind of get a good idea of how this series is going to be. And it follows three orphans. It revolves around an orphanage, but it follows three main orphans, them three being the oldest, Emma, Norman, and Ray. All three of them being 11 years old. Pretty much all the other orphans at the orphanage look up to them. They see them as their role models. Of course, all the orphans together, including Norman, and Ray, they all look up to Mama, as they call her, as their big role model. They all look up to her. They see her as very caring, very generous, there for all of them. And we see at the end of this first chapter that it's really not all like that. And the orphans we see throughout this first chapter all think, at least, that their lives are great. Even though they don't know their parents, whatever happened with their lives, how they ended up at this orphanage, they love life. They get these gourmet meals. They get to play as much as they want. And the only, I guess, down thing from their perspective to them is like taking all these tests and stuff, and how they show it, it's like they were like these robots or something. Like they, like, not literally robots, but they were like just like programmed to do this. Like they all have these headsets on, they're just taking these tests, a lot of questions that you'd see like maybe juniors or seniors in high school answering, at least in the States. I don't know about other countries, but some of them questions like I couldn't even answer. It'd take me a while. I was like, damn, these 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds, even way younger than that are trying to answer these questions. And it's like, damn. But we come to find out in this first chapter of The Promised Neverland that it's not sunshine and rainbows at all, because we see one of the first orphans actually leave in this chapter, Connie, and we find out what's really going on here. The pretty much Mama, the head of the orphanage, taking care of all the orphans, is taking these kids beyond a point where she's telling the kids not to go when they play beyond the gate, and she's pretty much selling off these little orphans to these monsters for body parts, for meat, to harvest. And it's really fucked up. Like the image of Connie, I put it on my Twitter. I don't know if any of you saw it, but it is so fucked. And I was like, really? This is in Shonen Jump. Granted, we have had some fucked up shit, in Shonen Jump titles, but I was like, right off the bat, oh my goodness. And I can already tell there's going to be a lot of twists. From what I've heard of Rainbow, it's pretty much dealing with these kids, these teens trying to escape prison. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, at least. But this may be a similar concept to that. These young kids, 11 years old, trying to escape from this orphanage and reach out to the outside world that they really know nothing about. And we're gonna most likely see the trials, tribulations they go through, what they're gonna have to, the obstacles they're gonna have to overcome to get out of here and face the harsh reality that what's happening to these younger kids. And there's a lot of them. So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna be able to save these younger kids from being harvested, from being killed and harvested, or are they gonna forget these kids and leave? It doesn't seem to be the case right now, but how are they going to go about doing this? How are Emma, Norman, and Ray gonna go about saving these younger kids and going against Mama? it's weird calling her mama like that, but there's these monsters and they're huge, they're ugly, they're like, how are these little kids gonna go up against them? And just like they said, they're gonna have to be strategic about it, like playing a game of tag, as I believe Norman said. But like I said, I'm really impressed. I loved this first chapter of The Promised Neverland. This is pretty much just my little review of the first chapter, first impressions, and I'm just ready for more. So if you hadn't or read The Promised Neverland before this video, and you decided to check it out because I made this video, then definitely let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts on it anyway. If you've read it, if you're caught up, let me know what you think. I'm definitely going to catch up and hopefully cover it weekly here on my channel. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.